Damocles Gulf, 742.M41.
To the Xenos.
A massive crusade crosses the Damocles Gulf to attack the Tau homeland, to rid the galaxy of the threat once and for all. Welcome to 40K Features.
Forward, for the greater good.
My name is Tycho Imaga, and I will be your host through this epic affair inspired by the lore of the Damocles Crusade. 40K Features is a show where we focus on a narrative event in the 40K universe and show it off in a massive spectacle. In addition, a 4-part narrative campaign exclusive to our memberships has been produced to go along with it, culminating in this massive, combined 16,000 point battle. To tell this tale, we have who else but our very own Tau Nick and guest to the greater good, Lorne Davis. They will control a colossal army of Tau featuring battlesuits of every kind, a Taunar and the newly finished Tau Manta. Opposing them and controlling the forces of the Imperium is Space Marine Steve and friend of the channel, Zach. The Imperium features forces from the Ultramarines, the Iron Hands, the Astra Militarum, and a Reaver Titan of the Legio Titanicus. The battle is joined on the outskirts of a key Tau city. The Imperium has breached the walls, and the defenders rush in to fill the gap. The victory conditions for this battle are twofold: gain points for controlling key objectives on the board, and by completing an army-specific secondary mission. The Tau must destroy the 5 biggest units of the enemy army, scoring 8 points for each one. The Imperium must secure their advance by completing actions on top of objectives. Lastly, the opponent's warlord is also worth an additional 10 points. This represents an ongoing fight with troops being rushed to the front line from both sides. So 3,500 points of each army are placed in reserve before this bloody battle. It was here that the Tau Empire chose to make its stand, mobilizing troops by the millions to defend its people. The Imperium would go face to face with the high technology of the Tau and have a newfound respect for this Xenos enemy. It is here that one Cato Sicarius made his mark, rising from obscure battle brother to a leader of men. It was here that the legendary Farsight fought one of his greatest battles and cemented himself as the Tau Supreme Commander. It was here that 2 empires fought over the fate of an entire race. Welcome to the Damocles Gulf.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the epic battle, I'm gonna say, of the year, the Damocles Crusade. We've got a few new people in the house today. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Tau Nick, and we've got Space Marine Steve on my side over here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Lorne. I also play Tau. I don't have a nickname.
Maybe you guys can give a nickname by the end of this.
And I'm Zach. Today I'm playing guard and some big boys here. Soon to be playing squats again.
We are playing a massive 8,000 point 40K game today, and on the table is currently only 5,000 points on each side. To come in turns 2 and 3 and later is another 3,500 points, and only 2,000 points can come in per turn. So a full army of normal 40K coming in per turn. This is one of the key battles of the Damocles Crusade, and it's very much a first contact war. The Imperium has sent a crusade into Tau space, and both sides have very rarely encountered each other up till now, and it's a first of all sorts. It is a fantastic story. There's multiple books done on it. There have been campaign books done in the past. And if you are a fan of Ultramarines, there's one specific character called Cato Sicarius that made his name in this particular battle. Is he on the battlefield today?
Yeah, he's the blonde guy right over there. Cato Sicarius makes his name in the story Blades of Damocles by Black Library. Audible has nearly the complete collection of Black Library audiobooks, and as we were researching the lore for this battle, it proved invaluable to be able to listen to the audiobooks on our phones while painting miniatures or assembling terrain. This episode is actually sponsored by Audible, and they can help you get caught up on all the latest 40K lore. They have provided us a free 30-day trial where you get full access to thousands of audiobooks, original entertainment, and podcasts. Visit audible.com/playontabletop or text playontabletop to 500-500. For more Tau lore, check out the Damocles Anthology, exploring the Tau going on the offensive on the other side of the Gulf. It also includes one of my favorite stories, Broken Sword. It follows a human's experience joining the greater good for the first time and becoming a Guevesa, literally translated as human helper. Visit audible.com/playontabletop or text playontabletop to 500-500 to get your free trial.
The walls have been breached. The city is under invasion. The Imperials have to be very aggressive to take the city here, and we honestly have to be kind of defensive to guard our city. Ready to do this, folks?
I'm ready.
All right. First turn, who gets it? We've already deployed, we've already chosen sides. Highest dice wins.
Come on, man.
Roll the 1.
That's not good.
That deserves a high five for the greater
That
good.
seems really bad.
We have to choose our tactical philosophy right now, and we are thinking, even though Farsight is in charge of this force, that he's thinking he might bow to Shadow Sun's wishes, and we go Kayun. Kayun will let us, in turn 3, 4, and 5, get extra hits.
The exemplar of Kayun Warlord trait lets us redeploy 3 units, and so we can take any 3 units and stick them wherever we want.
All right, so we're gonna do a pregame move. We're gonna do the Kroot. They can do a 7-inch pregame move, and we're just gonna, I think, just run them up. We're gonna go up to 17 command points. Additionally, our Ethereal's gonna enact one of the evocations of the elements to get us a free command point. 1 free command point. This Fireblade right here is going to use his command ability to make this Fire Warrior unit reroll hits of 1. Taunar is gonna go. We're gonna advance these Fire Warriors to try to get onto that objective. It's like a bit of a long hike.
Which side is it coming now?
6! I got a 6!
There we go.
Woo!
With the breach in the Tau defensive lines, the auxiliaries are sent running to fill the gap. Strike teams get into position to hold the center as the big guns inch up the battlefield, angling for a shot. The smoke and debris make it difficult to find a target. Of course, there is one target, standing tall and in the clear.
First thing we're gonna do is marker lights at the beginning of our shooting phase. All the marker lights from this Manta, because this wall's obscuring, so all that stuff's behind it, it can't literally see anything. So 6 marker lights into that Reaver. 6 marker lights, and we got 4.
The
There,
Kroot.
yeah, let's start with the Kroot. How many dice do we need for the Kroot there?
15 in range, 30.
The Kroot and the Fire Warriors combine their firepower, but because of a clever smokescreen and transhuman physiology, they only manage to kill 1 Marine.
A lot of dice for pretty much nothing. So this unit is now gonna fire I think all of its guns needs to go into it. All of its guns into this 1 unit right here. Terrible! 4, only 4 wounds.
So the one guy dies.
Taunar into the Reaver.
For our Axis cannons, I assume we're overcharging.
Oh, of course we're
Yeah,
overcharging.
why
Why would we
wouldn't
not?
it?
Fire!
The Taunar shoots into the Reaver. They use a CP to save a Void Shield. 3 Void Shields left.
Big giant mega cannons on top. The first one, and wounds once. I think we better CP reroll the 1. Because
well.
it's strength
We got
10.
the
Yeah.
CP.
Let's CP, reroll. Rerolling the 1. Oh, into another 1. Okay, so 1 wound. No!
Sick.
All right, next one, same thing. Ah, misses one of them. Oh no! Last of them. Hits. What is with these ones?
Awesome.
Hits once.
Oh man, if it's
And wounds at -5.
5 up.
All right, so collapses 1 more Void Shield.
But alas, we have a void shield remaining.
Well, not for much longer. Skyra's gonna fire at it. D3 plus 1 shots. It got 2 shots.
5 ups. How much damage?
First one does 1. Second one does. Oh, another 1!
We'll collapse it, but it's both missiles. Yeah.
Yeah, both missiles.
Void shield down!
Yeah, so finally got the Void Shields collapsed. Now we can move on to the fun stuff. Let's do the Manta. I want to do the Manta.
Eat plasma fire!
Its heavy railguns dealing 36 wounds in a single volley, bringing the Titan down to 12 wounds. What a shot.
12 remaining,
do it.
and we
Got
still
two
have 2
railguns.
hammerheads.
Smoke begins to billow from the damaged God Machine. But the Tau do not let up. 2 railgun armed hammerhead move into position.
Last mark light, so hit him on 3s, and it wounds.
The Reaver has 3 wounds remaining. The second hammerhead lines up its shot. Aim. Fire.
Fortunately, we do not have a Mercolite, so who knows what's gonna happen? We actually miss. The hammerhead does get an automatic reroll though, so hopefully that gives it to us. It missed!
Oh.
I can't believe we didn't get it with 3 wounds left.
It's the last leg.
I'm gonna blame your ion cannon shots.
That's unfair, but okay.
Picturing in the inside of this like cockpit right now, it's like the old Star Trek episodes where they're all like, yeah, there's like the thing, and they're all like, just sparks flying everywhere.
Sparks flying. Yeah, like
They're all falling out of their chairs.
it's just smoking.
The Titan still stands, defiant.
Crew commander, take it away.
All right. 18 crude in charge range. We're going to charge both, multi-charge both squads.
Yeah, we need to get rid of both. It's unlikely we kill both, but we need to get in there.
The Kroot pile into the infiltrators. Despite their numbers, their weapons prove ineffective at punching through the ceramite, only killing 1. In return, nearly half the Kroot unit is wiped out in a brutal counterstrike.
You know, we actually could fail morale test now. That's a fail.
The
We have
one
this-
guy dies. Give me a boatload of 1s. 1. So one more guy runs away.
We managed to prevent actions from happening on this one, so he's not going to be able to do the action here.
Pretty good place.
Might be in a pretty good spot here. We might have delayed the inevitable strong counterpunch, and next turn we get to start bringing in all our reinforcements. Gonna be good. All right, bring it, Imperium.
Death to the Xenos. For the Emperor.
So we gained a command point. So
you're
we
down
go
to
down to
13,
13. Put these guys into the assault doctrine.
Steve and Zach shrewdly elect to use the cover to their advantage and keep most of their units skewered from the big guns. However, they do quickly identify 2 mistakes in the Tau strategy. The center is held weakly by a single Fire Warrior squad, but more importantly, the far right objective is only held by a single model. Can they take it down?
So at the end of our movement phase, so this squad of Devastators, the 5-man squad that doesn't have any heavy weapons, they're going to perform the secure forward positions action on this objective. Cool. The Librarian is going to Psychic Fortress. He does in totally. So they all have 5 up invulnerable saves now. Okay, cool. So then we go to the shooting phase. Infiltrators, bolt pistols on 3s, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, AP nothing.
All right, 6 up.
2 6s, 1 6.
You got one. Well done.
Halfway there.
The 4 pistols from the other squad on 3s. So 3 AP minus 1s because they're in the assault doctrine.
3 more dead.
This squad of intercessors will shoot their assault bolt rifle, their auto bolt rifles down here at them. 3s, rerolling 1s.
3s. Fails 2.
The second squad does the exact same thing. So I guess I'll go into the predators. So the first one hitting on 2s, rolling 1s will shoot at the Taunar.
The Astartes and Astra Militarum tanks combine their firepower into the Taunar supremacy suit, hoping that their combined firepower will be enough to break through
Threes.
the Tau shields.
Will command point reroll one of these.
4 on 5.
You only saved 1?
Only saved
That's
1.
it. We're switching places.
Okay, fine.
3d6 damage. Whoa! Awesome.
Oh!
Sick. 15 damage.
Tank commander, 2d6 shots. I reroll 1 because we were playing as Katachan.
I got 1. All right, you did better than I did. All right, we got 2 wounds remaining.
You hit him with this last cannon at the back. That's what you do. With the guard off the guardsman. Here it is on a 4-up. Oh, it hits. Wounds, AP minus 4.
5 up. No!
Can it explode?
Now this is the key. Does he explode? Ah! No, exact opposite.
It lifts
Now-
them off of that objective.
Oh, it does.
Boom.
The Taunar falls, and now that objective remains unclaimed.
Taking fire. Request evac.
We're gonna take the Reaver Apocalypse Launcher, and that's gonna shoot into the backmost hammerhead underneath the wing of the Manta.
Whoa!
Not a single one.
Oh no!
That sucks.
The Reaver Titan is just too damaged. Though it manages to severely wound one of the Hammerhead gunships, the rest of its weaponry fails to connect.
We'll go to the charge phase, where we will declare no charges. Then after that, we'll go to the fight phase.
The infiltrators manage to nearly wipe out the crew, leaving a crude shaper facing a large group of angry Astartes warriors.
At the end of our turn, the Devastators complete the secure forward position action. We get 8 points at the end of our turn, putting the score at the end of turn 1, 8-0.
We have lost the Taunar, we've lost some infantry, we are losing this objective, we're on no objectives. The Space Marines, the Imperium, is breaking into the city. It is time for a massive drop of crisis suits. It is time for revenge.
After a bloody turn 1, the Imperium has managed to push forward dramatically. The Tau have been pushed off all the objectives, and a key enemy unit has been eliminated. This battle is far from over. Remember, 3,500 points of reinforcements are still yet to be deployed, and they can begin to arrive now.
They invade without warning, without mercy. Show them none.
So in the command phase, we go up a command point. We are now at 17 command points. And in addition, our Ethereal is going to invoke the elements. It does! Now, we need to take these objectives. So I think we need to fall back with the Kroot.
Time to be aggressive. The Tau have been kicked off their objectives and need to take them back as soon as possible. Ravarna moves up to threaten the infiltrators, and the strike team advances well, contesting the objective. Not risking their home objective again, 2 Hammerheads and a Crisis Suit squad move into the void left by the destroyed Taunar.
Let's bring in some reinforcements. Okay, so the Orca, and the Orca's got inside it a broadside, 10 breachers, 3 crisis suits, some drones.
Another 3-man crisis team, Commander Farsight himself.
Yeah, they're just gonna Manta strike down. Bring it on, reinforcements!
In this mission, both sides have 3,500 points of units in reserves, but are restricted to a maximum of 2,000 points of reinforcements per turn.
We're ready to commence with the beautiful shooting phase.
Is I'm gonna spend 2 CP, and the aggressors are all gonna hit Farsight.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, they both go through. 4 wounds remaining on Farsight. Ouch!
Pathfinders and the Manta use their marker lights to pick out the closest enemy infantry and the Reaver Titan.
I want to kill the Reaver Titan first in case it explodes, because that would just be lovely.
A broadside battlesuit takes careful aim and targets the smoking Reaver Titan.
We wounded both times. It does a heck of a lot of damage. -5.
It just dies.
And doesn't explode! Come on! Oh!
No explosions.
The Titan shudders and falls in a plume of smoke and dust. That's 8 points for the Tau. The remaining broadside combines its firepower with the Hammerhead gunships to destroy a Predator and the drop pod.
Don't let up the fire.
On 5. 1, 2, 3 at -2.
Oh yeah, 1 guy died.
Darn it. Yeah. And missile pod.
The Skyray and the strike team coordinate their fire, hammering into the 2 Devastator squads holding the objective. 1 squad of Devastators are completely wiped out, but the other squad clings to the objective, holding on with 1 Marine remaining.
Almost got the squad. Okay. That's the. Oh, we saw the Manta. Oh, I was scared. I forgot about the Manta. You were good.
The Manta trains all of its long-barreled burst cannons and the ion cannons into the intercessors on the defensive wall. 1 squad is all but wiped out, with only our stand-in for Cato Sicarius holding on, alive and screaming for vengeance.
This is so nuts.
Just vaporize. Oh, I love railguns so much.
The crisis suits, weapons hot, even as they plunge from the sky, spray death in all directions, aiming to destroy the company commander's bodyguards and the smaller unit of aggressors.
Commander, he's gonna fire everything into that unit. The Flammer can't shoot, but he has a burst cannon and a plasma weapon, both of which are gonna fire into that guard squad. Oh no, we're just out!
The last guy killed took it.
Oh, shoot. That guard squad's gonna hang around.
You're like, oh, it's out of range. For sure, one of those guys in there is like, sucker!
The commander fires into the librarian. The librarian still stands with 2 wounds remaining. The last remaining unit to shoot fires everything into the librarian, who dies in a flurry of ion fire. No mind bullets for you.
The shooting phase is over. We did good. I'm very happy with that.
You don't have any charge?
We have one charge to make. Farsight and the commander, actually. I want to go kill your commander. I think that sounds like fun. Commander charge in there. He needs the same 9. 679.
Yeah.
Commander, get in there.
Okay.
Fighting.
And he dies.
You gonna fight on death with them?
Only in death is do the end. So on 3s, all of them. On 3s. So 3 AP minus 4s.
I failed this before.
Oh yeah, you totally have.
Not this
So
time.
you take one goes through and does 2 damage to him.
All right, so you've got 4 wounds remaining.
Avenge me, brothers!
So these guys lost 4 dudes. Runs away. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He does. So that guy runs for it.
A brutal morale phase for the Imperium. The last remaining Devastator tactically withdraws, leaving that objective open and in the clear. Also, 2 guardsmen flee, unwilling to face the Tau guns any longer. The Imperial advance has been pushed back and looks to be faltering. Losses are mounting. The Reaver Titan, both Predators, Devastators, and the Astartes captain, and even the Librarian have gone down. However, this is merely the first wave of attackers, and on the Imperium's turn, 2,000 points of units will be deployed. To put that in perspective, that is the size of a regular 40k army, and there's much more to come the turn after.
The infantry squad is bailing out of this Chimera. Yeah, so you did a lot of damage this turn, but we got a lot of stuff coming on.
It's scary.
We do, yeah. We're leaving the night off though.
No, bring it on.
No,
I wanna shoot
absolutely
it.
not. And then we're gonna get cagey with some of your scoring units, I think.
Steve and Zach choose to hide from the big guns. They leave the Knight Castellan and the large aggressor squad off the table. While both are priority targets for the Tau, their heavy firepower will be sorely missed. Both repulsors join the fray, using the walls for cover, as well as another drop pod full of Devastators to threaten the middle objective.
The end of our movement phase, one of the infiltrators over there is going to do secure forward position. The shooting phase, you mind if I start us off,
Go ahead.
Mr.
Yeah,
Zach?
go ahead.
All right, great. Kato Sicarius is going to shoot into the...
Yo, kill the dude. Boom.
The infiltrators destroy the remaining Kroot, while the Chimera roasts the strike squad with its heavy flamer. Objective taken for the Emperor.
For that, Zach, do you want to do this bad boy?
Punisher cannon.
Yeah, Punisher's gonna do everything into here. Wow, missing all of them.
Wow, okay.
Leman Russ tanks fire into the crisis suits, killing the commander suit and the drones, leaving the crisis suits a juicy target for the repulsors. The repulsor fires into the crisis suits and kills almost all of them, while the repulsor executioner ranges in on the bomber and destroys it with heavy firepower.
The bikers are all going to shoot into Farsight.
Bikers into Farsight. Got it.
Oh, yeah. 6 AP minus 2s.
6 AP minus 2s?
What?
For what?
Ooh.
What? Oh. Ooh. Oh, my.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Maybe you'd better take over.
Get
David.
out of here! What is that?
Oh, Farsight takes like 5 damage.
On a 4-up, using 1 command point.
Oh.
Yes!
Okay, he's
alive.
So then the suppressors are going to shoot Farsight. So on 4s, and then on 3s, can't even save him.
Believe in the greater good.
Yeah, right.
It
Go for
is
it.
not failed for now.
10 whole points coming our way, bud.
Gonna fail them all.
Oh, yeah.
Farsight is mortally wounded, but he manages to eject from the battlefield. He is out of action for this fight. That is 10 points to the Imperium for eliminating the Tau Warlord.
And for the charge phase, the Outrider bikes are going to charge the remaining suits.
You took out the entire reserve detachment that came in. Like, that's gone.
At the end of our turn, the infiltrator unit over there completes the secure forward position.
Does, yeah.
So we
giving you an
get
additional 8 points.
8 points. Big
30
time.
points for the Imperium to
Bam.
8 for the Tau.
Yeah, not doing so.
And you hold almost the entire table full of objectives aside from
That
round
we
1.
do.
But it is not over yet.
What a turnaround for the Imperium. Through some shrewd target priority and heavy firepower, the Tau are now reeling from the brutal Imperial counterpunch. The way is now clear to move in and take the city.
closing in! Don't let up!
Are you guys ready for turn 3?
Oh, yeah.
In which we utterly destroy you and what's left of your army?
I don't know about that, but okay.
And then at the beginning of our top of our turn, we score 4 points. We actually have an objective. Yay! We are going to see if we can get a command point from the Ethereal. Got the command points. To start off, we're gonna get some disembarking happening to try to take that objective. All these guys are gonna get out of the... I've got lots of guys in this Orca. We have a broadside, we have crisis suits, we have breachers. It's gonna be great. All right, so all those guys there. Should we go somewhere with this Orca? Just leave them there?
We can go pester somebody over there.
Let's bring up some reserves.
Another wave of Tau reinforcements arrive. A prototype Tiger Shark bomber flanks the back line, while a Storm Surge artillery suit stomps through the trees.
All right, so shooting phase. We already did declare marker lights. Let's get the marker lights going. I think we should do the sweep and clear again. The Pathfinder's now going to do all their marker lights, 4 into the Chimera and 3 into the drop pod. Let's fire. Where should we go first?
We gotta use the Manta first, because it's...
We got to make sure. Yeah,
it's
that's
got
actually a
the
good point.
limited.
Yeah, because that's the most limited shot. Good call. We'll split the railguns into the Chimera and the drop pod. 64 burst cannon shots into the front unit of Devastators. Into the drop pod and 3 ons into the Chimera, just make sure it's dead.
So I am going to spend 1 command point, reject the flesh, embrace the machine for a 5 up, feel no pain.
All right, so 64 burst cannons into those Devastators.
So I take 1, 2,
Oh!
and then I save 1, so 1 guy takes 1 wound.
disgusting.
2 railgun shots into the Chimera. Do you explode?
No.
Oh. The other two shots against the drop pod.
No vehicle is safe from the might of the Tau railguns.
Squad here.
The Riptide splits its fire, killing the infiltrators and the Lehman Russ Punisher from across the battlefield. Imperial casualties continue to mount as the Devastators and Infiltrators are wiped out. Railguns from the Tiger Shark smash the Repulsor Executioner. 8 more points for the Tau.
That is the entirety of our shooting phase, and that was fairly effective. In the charge phase, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to charge move this Riptide and hopefully get onto this objective right here. 2d6 inches, and we get 3.
Oh.
I don't believe we can command point
No,
reroll
it's
that.
not a standard test.
Which means that we do not control a frickin' objective. Well, that was a little annoying.
So at the end of your turn, you destroyed 1 more of our main targets. So you got 8 points.
So we're at 20 points to your 30.
Yeah.
The Tau have dealt some major damage to the Imperial invaders. However, the Imperium is gaining ground, and there are still 1,500 more points of Imperial reinforcements that are poised to attack.
Oh yeah, at the beginning of your turn, you score 4 points for holding that objective, bringing you
that
to
is,
34.
Yeah. And then we spend 1 command point to power of the machine spirit. All right. So these guys will all hop out.
As it is turn 3, all reinforcements must be deployed or they count as being destroyed. So, Zach and Steve are forced to place their priority target units on the battlefield. The Warlord is sheltering in a Chimera and deploys as far out of the way as possible. Yet more guardsmen and scions mill around the Imperial base objective, while the Castellan Knight aggressors and assault intercessors hurry to reinforce the left flank.
One of the Tempestus Science Squads does the action on our home objective.
Yeah, so this is your third action. So to be clear, you've done it on that one over there.
Yeah.
You've done it on this one here.
And then now our home objective.
Sounds like fun.
Cato Sicarius is running for the objective.
Yeah, he's still alive.
6.
Yeah, Kato!
So he can move 7 inches from the side of the wall. I'm going to spend 1 command point to Sons of Guilliman, the Eradicator, so they reroll 1s. And then they're going to shoot the bomber.
Eradicators, the repulsors, and the suppressors fire into the Tiger Shark, dealing serious damage.
4 wounds remaining on the Tiger Shark?
Cato Sicarius shoots the stupid breachers. 2 AP -1s. Sick.
Okay,
Kato!
4 ups. It kills
Oh
2 of them.
yeah, Cato's a champ.
Wow! Kato just killed 2
Bam.
breachers as he's running for the objective.
Well, the knight then just pummels everything into this and tries to kill it.
The Knight splits its fire, shooting Meltas to take down the bomber and everything else into the Storm Surge. Melta shots into the tiger shark hits. Wounds. Shieldbreaker missiles and the volcano lance bring the storm surge to 2 wounds remaining. The tank commander tries valiantly to finish off the storm surge, but he fails. The Castellan Knight charges into the Devilfish, but does not manage to destroy it.
End of turn 3, and you guys have managed to hold on to your objectives, your home objective. You've contested that one over there, scored an additional 8 points for doing the mission action on your home objective there, bringing your score to 42 to our 20.
The Imperium, though a bit low on firepower, has come out ahead strategically. With a commanding lead, they need to focus on the mission as much as they can. All the reinforcements are now on the table. Will the Imperials take the city? Will the greater good prevail? Let's find out.
Because we control 2 and you only control 1, even though we contest that, we actually score more than you, so we actually score a total of 12 victory points from primary objectives. We have to really focus on killing the units that are gonna get us points. So those units are that knight, this repulsor, and the company commander in this frickin' chimera on the other side of the table. The Manta can't shoot barely any of them. The hammerheads are all out of position. All of our riptides are way over here doing nothing. Like, you've denied us a lot of shots. You've done a very smart movement phase on your turn. Nova charging, Nova charging, Nova charging. We're gonna do the speed boost on that so we can just move 30 inches.
Nick and Lauren are going to have to think carefully here. They've managed to inflict some crippling blows to the enemy, however, are down on points. And with only 2 turns remaining in this game, they need to make up the difference. They still have 2 priority targets on the battlefield, the Knight Castellan and the Aggressor Squad. The company commander, hiding in that command chimera, is also worth a whopping 10 points if they can take him down. The Avara boosts up the field to try and flame those guardsmen off the objective, and the crisis suits move into position to support.
Because it's turn 4, we can actually do 2 Devilfishes. So we do that one and that one. They can move and then drop off their cargo. Kato, do you want to duel with an Arvarna? We've got some railguns here that are going to try to kill that red tank. 2 wounds!
2 explodes. It does.
Yay! Oh no!
So D3 to the crisis suit team, 1. D3 to the suppressors, 1. D3 to the vanquisher, 3.
20 shots with breachers into that lone dude there.
The wounded Storm Surge fires everything into the approaching knight, but only manages to score a couple of wounds.
Kato Sicarius versus Arvarna. And then some flamers. Let's ice that front guard squad then.
The Manta is running low on targets. The Manta fires the weapons he has in range at the knight to try and take it down. But the ion shields hold.
Okay, so this broadside is last shooting at that tank. 8 shots. 12 wounds you twice. So 4 damage total.
There's 1 room remaining.
Woohoo! And that's the end of our turn.
Heroically intervene.
Heroically intervene, yeah.
The Tech Marine heroically intervenes into the Avara, but fails to wound it. In the morale phase, more guardsmen flee, meaning that the objective is held by the slimmest of margins.
We scored 0 extra points, unfortunately. We managed to get these 2 objectives and hold on to the center and really threaten your home objective and almost wiped you out of that.
The Tau did not manage to achieve any of their major objectives this round and only inflicted minor damage. This is the chance the Imperial forces have been waiting for the Emperor!
All right, bottom of turn, 4. You guys score an additional 4 points.
Apothecary is just going to move up here a little bit. And then the bikers are going to go right there.
Zach and Steve are playing to the mission and sticking to scoring objectives. They are looking to hold on to that rear objective and keep their warlords safe.
The 5 eradicators go into the Devilfish on 3s.
Yeah, it's
18
dead.
damage,
It's
it
dead.
dies.
Explode him! Explode him! Explode him! Oh.
The bikers are going to shoot everything into the...
Ikers almost wipe out the breachers, holding the bottom objective, while aggressors attempt to take out the crisis suits, holding the gap in the walls.
So 7 AP nothings to the crisis team.
Okay, so takes 1.
The Knight elects to split its fire, shooting its Manta into the wounded Storm Surge, and the rest of its shots into the crisis suits.
Wow, 2.
Saves them both.
Failed to hit the Storm Surge. The remaining guns do kill one crisis suit, but the squad is left standing.
So the Outriders are going to charge into the strike team here. We need a 5. We need a 7. 6, 7, 8.
The Assault Intercessors, the Apothecary, all gang up on the Avara.
On 4s. Oh. Nothing.
What?
Assault Intercessors into the Aurora. Takes 4. Takes 6 remaining. Primaris Apothecary. 2 AP -1s. Okay. Fails 1.
They can't take it down. The Avara goes down to 5 wounds, but holds on.
I consolidate with my Outriders into the broadside. Now you got lots of choices. Do you chase points at the back of the board, or do you try and affect this?
I think we got to try to do both.
We got to try and do both.
The only way we win,
right?
We've got to take you off all these objectives and deny you an ability to scoop in any of them, because you can do that at the end of your turn. And we've also got to try to kill this Chimera and this Repulsor, and then the guy inside the Chimera to maximize our points. And that's gonna be tough. Last turn of a very epic Damocles game. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Spending 1 right away, backup AI on that Storm Surge so you can fire full ballistic skill.
The Tau stratagem, backup AI, allows the mortally wounded Storm Surge to fire at full capacity. To win this game at this point, they need to kill that Castellan, kill the Repulsor, kill the aggressors, and try and kick the Guardsmen off that rear objective.
Storm Surge into the Repulsor. He's shooting his big giant gun at that Repulsor.
The Storm Surge crushes the Repulsor with its overwhelming firepower. 8 points for the Tau Empire.
By doing that, by killing the Repulsor, we are now winning by 2 points. However, on your turn, if we don't knock you off that objective and knock you off this objective, you're gonna score enough points to win the game. Correct. So the only way we win this game is now killing all of this and all of this. Well, let's see if we can clean up this now.
Okay.
It did.
The broadsides, the Ravarna, and the Hammerheads destroy the bikes, and the remaining rust. The center objective is now clear.
Okay, they are wiped out of our city. They're pushed back out of the city. Now we gotta focus on what's going on over here. This guy's gonna shoot the Guardsman with a railgun. This guy's gonna shoot the Apothecary with a railgun into the Apothecary. It hits.
It's pretty good.
It wounds.
Yeah, it does.
And it does a lot of damage.
Yep, kills him.
And then 1 railgun against a single Scion. And it wounds. And
Kills the Guardsman.
Yeah, it utterly kills the Guardsman.
Yep,
I think there's
destroys
like
the Guardsman.
pieces of his toes
Yeah.
left. He goes,
The only thing left holding that rear objective is the Tech Marine.
all right, so we're gonna use 1 CP on frequency lock for this Storm Surge to fire out of line of sight all its missiles.
You mean the Sky Ray.
Sorry, this Sky Ray to fire all of his missiles out of line of sight.
More than 1.
Yes! There it is.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap! Oh, no! And you have no more CP left. 5 up.
Oh, insulted injury. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
What's happening?
We either wipe him off this objective, we have to kill all 3 of these units, or we lose the game. Because he'll be able to take that objective, scoring 4 points, putting him 2 points ahead of us, winning them the game. That's crazy. I think you're right,
everything into
Riptide.
there.
Okay, so starting with the Riptide.
Fail them both, so it kills 2 dudes. You
Two
take the 2 back
dudes.
dudes.
So I need 2 1 or 2s from you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we really should not have split fired. No. I'm really thinking we should have.
It might have lost its game anyway.
Oh, yeah!
Damn it.
Okay, that's worth a 4-figured high five. Cow high five.
Right. Well, that's bad.
Woo! Okay. Take him out of there.
The Riptide kills all of the assault intercessors, just the Tech Marine left.
All right, we've shot everything. Oh, no, I can think of one thing that we have not shot.
Right. The giant. Yeah. It's strange how it escapes the mind.
We have not shot the Manta.
The Manta targets everything at the Tech Marine, 2 railguns, 6 ion cannons, and 12 burst cannons. The battle is over. The Imperium assault failed, but only by the narrowest of margins. The warriors of the Emperor fall back. The battle for the city is lost. Though the strategos would say it was only a matter of time till the Tau were utterly destroyed by waves of Imperial might, that result was not allowed to happen. As High Command was debating their next move, an urgent summons called the entire Crusade back to deal with a bigger threat. The Damocles Crusade was over. Thank you for joining us. For this narrative battle, we hope you enjoyed this retelling of the First Contact War between the Tau Empire and the Imperium of Man. If you would like more Damocles action, make sure to sign up for our Patreon, where you can get full access to a 4-part campaign telling the full story of this crusade. It goes a long way to keeping the lights on and allowing us to make more videos such as this one. Thanks again to our guests, Zach and Lauren, and another shout out to our sponsor of this episode, Audible. You can get a free 30-day trial by going to audible.com/playontabletop or by texting playontabletop to 500-500. We are so glad you joined us and hope to get to see you again in the grim darkness of the 41st millennium. I am your host, Tycho Imiga, and until we see you next time, play on!